Today, I want to challenge you to think about who you are. How do you respond to situations? I'm going to do that by telling you a story. Years ago, I was in a department. I'm pretty happy. Loved my people, loved what I did, loved the company. My boss and I not exactly on the same page, to be honest. This is one of those things that no one really talks to you about how you're supposed to handle. But what felt like out of the blue to me, I get pulled into the founder's office and he suddenly has a bunch of questions about how our department runs. How would you do it if you were in charge? I really wasn't prepared for this conversation, but I recognized that something was happening. There was an opportunity for me to step up. This was that moment where you have to decide, am I loyal to my boss because it's the correct thing to do to be loyal to my boss? Am I supposed to take this opportunity to talk about what I would do differently? I had 100 different thoughts going through my head. Felt like a setup. Um, this is where I think, as you're looking at your career, as you're figuring out where you want to go, take some time and think about the what ifs. What if I'm asked how I might do something differently? How would I look at the situation? How would I express myself? Am I going to grasp onto those moments when they come up? Can I do it in a positive way? Which is really the thing I would stress the most. There is never a good time to talk negatively about somebody else. Even when you're pulled into these situations and you feel like, but I do believe I could do it better, or I do believe there's a better way, or not relevant. How can you talk about the positives? What are the pros? Where are you going to take things next? Where are there awesome opportunities for things to get better? Okay, but this is that moment where you need to have decided before you walk into that conversation that you had no idea was about to happen, and you needed to know who you are. How are you going to treat those situations? How are you going to grab opportunity by the horns? This is those moments where you look back and you think, well, that was a time when I had to step up. No, no. You had to step up every single day. The biggest opportunities I've ever had in my career, I had no idea that I was even interviewing, because as a leader, you're always interviewing. There is always an opportunity to do the right thing. There's always the right things to say, to be a positive influence, to be a partner, to be a supporter, to be an enabler. You have to decide that that's what you want to do all the time. And then when those big opportunities come up and you can actually see, oh, I didn't hear earlier that was opportunity knocking. It was knocking so softly, I wasn't aware. Well, if you're always answering the door, if you're always doing the right thing, if you're always there for your people and for your colleagues and for your peers, you don't have to wait for a moment to turn it up. Don't wait for a moment. Show up every day, do the right thing, be positive, leave the rumor mill for somebody else. The opportunities are there for the taking. It's just not always obvious that you're taking those opportunities. So don't worry about it. Let it take care of itself. Thank you.